We're back in the land of Skyrim, and I'm also playing Baldur's Gate 3 on this channel. I'm so used to saying back in the land of Skyrim. I said it on my Baldur's Gate 3 channel. I said, and we're back in the weird world of Skyrim, but actually it was the weird world of Baldur's Gate 3. So, yeah. So happens you play too many video games. It's probably the most first world problem I could possibly think of. Alright, so we're back in Skyrim, and we are kind of knocking out these little side quests until we get to a point where it's not so busy in our miscellaneous. And then we'll go back to our main quests here. We're going to try to eventually get to the companions or the Dragonborn, and then the Civil War quest. Then we should be done with Skyrim. But it's a journey that I've enjoyed. I don't want to rush it too fast. I kind of like taking my time, enjoying the world, and trying to explore as much as we can and go on as many adventures as we can before we leave Skyrim behind. But it's been a journey. It's been full. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I'm gonna be a little bereft when it's done, but we still got a lot of time left. Let's see. We tried returning Arvak's skull, but it led us out to the middle of the ocean. I'm just curious if it'll lead us to the same location this time around. If so, then I won't go, but just, I don't know. All I know is when we tried to do it first time, it was like, let us out in the middle of the ocean. I'm like, okay. Not seeing really what they want. Yeah, so it's like, I'm assuming there's an island out there somewhere. Part of me just wants to try to figure out what, because they have this weird like skull in I'll show you. We have this strange skull. Ooh, we leveled up. I didn't realize. Ooh, health. We are pivoting kind of back to magic, so we're eventually going to level up our magic skills more, but we tried to be a thief and then a fighter for a while. Now we can kind of specialize. I'd say we like to use Moleg's mace. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. So, how do I say? There's Arvak's skull, good old Arvak, we knew ye well. But our quest leads us out in the middle of the ocean where there be slaughterfish. I'm curious if we can find it this time. Would be cool to get the quest done with. And here we go. Our guy's like an Olympic swimmer. Just waiting for some giant sea monster to materialize from the foggy depths of the ocean here. I think the scariest thing is not being able to see what's below. Okay, how close are we? Still got a ways. It's gotta be on that island over there. I think, like, it showed us it was, like, some island. But then we couldn't reach it. Like, we literally, physically, like, the game wouldn't let us. So... LET space US, not LETT US, you know, or LETT UCE. Because that would just be ridiculous. Alright, back up. Back up. Come on, buddy. Okay. So it's not this island. Yeah, it's like supposedly like right here. But I'm not seeing anything. We like delved the depths to see if we could find like where we're supposed to return the skull. I can't even remember what the quest was about, to be honest. Is it? Because sometimes the game will be a little glitchy and it won't show you the exact location on the map, but it'll be nearby. So maybe it's on this island, because we can't seem to go to these any of these other islands. Yeah, like all signs indicate it's that island there, but we can't go to it. So maybe we'll have some better luck here. I could use clairvoyance, but I can't really cast it while in the water. Come on, clairvoyance. Yeah, it's telling us just to go take a swim. I wonder, can we cast it in the water? I don't think we can, maybe. I don't think we can cast many just like flame in the water for sure. Yeah, we can't cast it. Yeah, that really limits us. If it is underwater. A little breakfast? A little pine thrush egg for breakfast? Sounds delish. Yeah, pretty desolate. All we got is a couple of pine thrush eggs, so nothing to write home about. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I just don't think we're gonna be able to complete our next quest, so kind of bums me out a little bit. If you guys know what I'm doing wrong, please let me know in the comments. Or if you know the location of where our back skull needs to go. I feel like bringing a dwarven arrow to Calcima would be easy. Let's just take a quick stop in good old white run at the Fletcher, the drunken huntsman.
Good morning. I ain't done nothing.
If you say you ain't done nothing, I think you done something then.
Something you need, you miserable wretch?
Well, that's not a very nice way to talk to somebody. What is up with my mouse? Okay. Let's go to weapons. Yeah, dwarven arrows. Take a bunch of those. Alright then.
Thank you very much for your business.
Let's go to... Understone Keep. Statue looks very stoic.
Damn those forsworn. Think they can kill people in my city? I'll have Madam
Right.
Red.
I believe he doesn't have a dwarven arrow. It's so weird.
Good to see Skyrim. You are? Very good. May I see it? Excellent. Very good. This is exactly what I need to complete a series of studies I'm doing on Dwemer craftsmanship and magical resonance. I simply must have this. I'll pay you double what it's worth. Wonderful. You've just made an important contribution to the advancement of a Dwemer scholarship.
Well, I feel special, but
Oh, goodbye.
I don't think he would have to walk very far in Skyrim to find a dwarven arrow, to be honest. Surprising the blacksmiths don't make one here, with this as like being in the, the most dwarven, most Dwemer resources directly in your hands in Skyrim as far as a city that's built in dwarven runes, but what do I know? Markarth is probably my favorite city in Skyrim. Just a really neat idea. Stop by the old homestead.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
You're right. Lindrel Hall. That's our home away from home. That freaked me out for a second. I thought there was like somebody standing in the corner. What's up, man? Looking dapper, looking dapper. Yeah, we gotta get into the enchanting game. Someday. Well, it's right here. I'm curious. we have to fill the soul gems. I gotta get into that. That's one part of just as a very casual player that I kind of missed out on. That's like, you know, very important in the Elder Scrolls universe. Oh, right. Yeah. Gonna crash real quick. Take a little snooze. In the rail hall. Gonna sleep like a baby, or let's sleep in. Good. 17 hours. When's the last time you got 17 hours of sleep? I didn't think like the human body like lets you sleep for 17 hours unless you've been really traumatized or something after surgery. I don't know. Now you can tell all your friends that watch video game streams, you can be like, the guy I'm watching took a nap in Skyrim for 17 hours. That's what he does on his streams. They can be like, oh, that's so cool. They probably won't say that to you. They'll probably not be very... Like, that guy's a loser. Yeah, just this whole scene here. The waterfall flowing down, the level design.
So you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed
I am Archmage, sir. You don't even know the depths of my magical abilities. Alright, so we're actually got this cleaned up pretty well. Assisting people to reach is something that we're going to have to do a little bit at a time. Assisting people of Howl's March, it's going to take a little while. Learn Dunhivar's Shout is something that'll be easy to do eventually. We can't do this one. Imperial Legion would dedicate us to something we're not sure. These ones are part of the Civil War quest. And there's the companions. So, yeah, we're getting close to cleaning up all these miscellaneous. And we're not going to do adoption until we meet a lovely lady to be our wife, which, we have the resources now, but I'm going to have to kind of look up how we're supposed to do that, because I think there's only certain NPCs. Let's do the Falmer Tome. If it will appear on our map. That is not a good sign. I'm not seeing the Falmer Tome anywhere. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna be able to do this Falmer Tome. Maybe, oh, maybe we already have it. That'd be kind of nice. Although I think we've been to the college recently and he didn't say anything about it. Let's give it a try. And if that doesn't work, we'll figure out something else. So this, I mean, I think, like, the best part of starting a game is that feeling of the unknown and of adventure and all the different areas to explore and the quests, and leave me alone. No, I'm not.
Down to business, eh?
Oh my gosh. Just because you're archmage, or just because I'm archmage. Gosh. It's trouble being archmage at college. Everybody's like, you're like everybody's favorite professor. But he hounds you. Right?
Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand.
Got it, got it.
All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you. There are more books to be recovered and secured in the Arcanium. Until next time.
I don't know if I want to go any more book quests in this game. They were fun, but I'm not necessarily going for 100% completion. I just want to kind of do all the main quests. And then I'd like to do a fair amount of interesting side quests. What I don't want to do is stack up just a bunch of more side quests we have to do. That's gonna take a while if we ever that seems like that would be the hardest quest. One of the hardest quests in the games is recovering the stones of Baron Zaya, because it's just you just randomly find them places, and if you miss them, you miss them. I'm kind of curious about the Nern roots, actually. See if that quest shows up. Oh, okay. Weird. I know I feel about, like, it being very non-specific about where we're supposed to go. I hear a crappy archer. Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. It's like my horse is thrashing him to death. Was that the Dawn Guard? Oh, freaking Dawn Guard.
That's all you've got.
The size of that mace is insane. It's like ridiculous weapon. So we're supposed to find Nirnroot stuff around here, huh? Oh, I think that might be in Blackreach. I don't know if I really want to go all the way back down to Blackreach right now. Let's go... Anman's request, the sentimental... Hmm.
I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he's sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So there's nothing more to be said. No, you're not understanding this. Onmund made a deal. He made that choice, and now he has to live with it.
One of those kind of guys.
I've already made it very clear that all of my trades are final. Yes, you see, the thing is, I'm not concerned with everyone's best interest. I find I'm only concerned with my own.
This guy.
I've already made it very clear that all of my trades... No, you're not...
No, that's something I wanted to do.
You made that choice. I've already made it very clear that all of my trades are... Look how persistent you are. Charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right.
This guy's attention seeking.
Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. You following me? You're not very good at this, are you? Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand?
You were said individual? You won't let Almond out of Sid's trades, but you want out of yours?
It's an entirely different situation. I don't expect you to comprehend the nuances of these matters. Regardless, I'm making you a very simple offer. You get me the staff, and I give you Onmund's precious amulet. Do we have a deal? Yes. Thought we'd gotten past that bit already. Onmund's amulet in exchange for my staff. Finally, we have an agreement. I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact. Business. Business is actually inconsequential to me. I share little of your lust for coin. However, as promised, I'll still be more than happy to take any stolen merchandise off your hands.
Dick. Guy, it's like dumb in like every way that you can imagine. Like, it's just... It's like, I have principles, but you sell stolen goods. I'm not about money, but like, I'm not about honor either. I'm about like arbitrary, like what makes me have, it's the kind of like about power over people, but not even really. Like, it's just like the worst combination of like dumb things. I don't even understand. Alright, so we have to get this goofy guy his staff. So, how do we go about that? I know I don't have it, but it'd be kind of neat to stop back in and enjoy the ambiance of the Archmage's garden here for a second, in our Archmage garb. 'Tis good to be Archmage. And I guess we'll go search for the staff. So his situation he was describing was kind of similar to the situation he would not forgive the person that who he bought something from that they wanted it back. And he's now in the same situation, so it's kind of ironic. But he can't see the irony in it. Alright. Back to it then. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. Oh, I guess there's a location. Yes. Yes. Drudok region. I feel like there may be some forsworn around here. Leave my horse alone. Leave Shadowmane alone. Stop beating up my horse. You mean lady. I'm on your side as she ravishes the countryside with violence, as the Forsworn are wont to do. Yeah, just another lovely locale. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Save. And should be a hop and a trot. Shadowmere. Those beautiful, cute red eyes. So adorable, Shadowmere is such a adorable horse. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just a sweetie. I wonder if can you feed your horse like treats in this game? Like can you give them like scones or I don't know, what oats? Can you give them oats? Always has that like refreshing feel, like the morning mist everywhere, and like the fog and the I don't know, the cold air, feeling of cold air. Here we go. This looks like the place.
Huh?
Hello? Anybody home?
That was a close one. I don't know, but this place is full of them. Everyone I've encountered has been enchanted or the like. Look, I'm getting out of here. Normally spiders make my skin crawl, but magic spiders?
Well, at least you know what to look out for. Like some experimentation going on with spiders. Kind of Frankenstein lab with spiders. I don't know. I don't know. I know not. That kind of looks like a spider's web in a lot of ways. I hear spiders. That's creeping me out. Oh, there's one. Looks like people are experimenting with spiders. There's something creeping and crawling. Hello? Is anybody here? Man, if Mollog's mace is like making hard work of it, then it should be pretty intense. Yeah, I feel bad for the person having to watch these stairs.
Let's see if this works. Perhaps some more glow dust in the next batch of potions. That should increase their resistance.
We're meeting our Dr. Frankenstein here. Where's our creepy dude? Oh, I'm over here. All right, fair enough, fair enough. He makes a good point. We can kill this doofus here pretty quickly.
How did you get this?
Wow, did he kill him in one hit? Let's try that again. You can play at that game.
I'll see you burn.
Irony. Cornelis. Now, this guy is some kind of Frankenstein weirdo hermit dude that lived out in the middle of nowhere and was turning spiders into things. You're free, my friends. Go forth. What? You would attack me? How dare you? I freed you. What was I expecting? Well, I gave it a shot. Let's see. Interesting. Guess we're serving Giuliano, so I hope that's a good thing. I have no idea. Grand Staff of Charming. TS. Just cold, resist fire. Man, what a weirdo. Alright. Oh my goodness. I'm assuming they're not interested in hugs. You want to play with my frost entrap, don't you? The spiders are gonna attack each other. That's a big Vulcan spider. Ouch. Yikes. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? Mind you, who's boss? Oh, you're mad now, aren't you? How does one skedaddle out of the spider pit? Okay, upwards is always a good place to go. Interesting. Would have known there's some random guy in Skyrim that his hobby was mutating spiders with magic. I shouldn't be that surprised though. I really shouldn't. Maybe. Okay. So I'm guessing he was using his staff to augment his spiders. Yeah, who'd you sell your staff to? Yeah, the creepy spider dude. That doesn't make me look bad, right? Oh my goodness. So silly. Where's my guy?
Cesargo is eager to hear how the scrolls are working.
Yeah, that reminds me. I need to use Cesargo's.
Cesargo is eager
I know, buddy.
how the scrolls are working.
I know, man. I feel bad. I feel bad about it. I'm working on it. I know it's been a few quests ago. Where is that one? Like, dude, jerk, I should say.
Take it. So did Delvin send you again? Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, let's.
Give my
Goodbye.
regards to Carlia if you see her.
I don't know what that means. Alright. Unmund should be pretty excited, though. I think he was from a wealthier family, so as Archmage, it kind of interests us in keeping Unmund happy. Those donations rolling in. Unmund, I got some good news for you.
Cesargo is eager to hear.
I know.
I would have suspected that the eye could... I didn't think he'd really give it back. Thank you, friend. It's good to know I can count on you.
Very welcome. Alright, good deal. So we're gonna go ahead. We're cleaning up these quests a little bit at a time. So maybe next game we'll take up the companions, or we'll do the Dragonborn. I kind of wanna save the Civil War for last. So, and yeah, everything is looking good. We're getting through it, and we're discovering new quests, new items. Even with all the times I played this game, and this playthrough, I think I've seen them. I've done a lot of quests that are brand new, which is really cool. Alright, gang, let me know if there's any quests that you'd like to see me play. Let me know what faction you'd like me to join. Should I join the Stormcloaks or the Imperials? And yeah, well, I look forward to seeing you guys again for our next playthrough. If you have any friends that like RPG, open world RPG games, and you like this channel, please give it a recommend. I also do adventure games and kind of variety, but I'm mostly RPG, open world. Sometimes some different adventure games, kind of. So, all right, well, I look forward to seeing you guys again soon.